Hello, my name is Alexis James, and I'm here today to talk about the American Sign Language, or ASL. It is a form of communication that children or adults who have unintelligible or otherwise impaired speech utilize in order to demonstrate their wants, their needs, and things of that nature. It's a form of augmented communication. There's many different types of communications, obviously, but this is just the one that I kind of chose to focus on today. We have, where I currently work, several kiddos who use ASL. Things to bear in mind when you're trying to select the communication that you want to go with. Does the kid have the fine motor or gross motor abilities to be able to do the signs themselves? Because it involves using your hands and your arms in ways and creating shapes in order to demonstrate what the wants and needs are. I know, for example, I work with a child currently who is working on manding for pretzels. He loves pretzels, that's what he wants. So to get a pretzel, you do it in the shape of a P, and then you do it in kind of the pretzel shape. Not all kids are going to be able to do that, so at times they will use ASL or the baby or modified version, or you could even do another modified version if it is too difficult. For him, he uses the P's, but he is only making a circle. I don't think, well, he would not understand being able to make the pretzel form itself. When using sign language, it's not all that common. Not all of the public that they come into contact with is going to know what they are seeking or wanting just through ASL. So sometimes it's important to maybe have a backup method. I know with one child that I work with, we actually use a device as well. He can type what he wants. So for him, having that other device where he types it out or writes it down allows him to have another method that would be easier for him to communicate with someone who doesn't use ASL. He's also a kid who's obsessed with having the window open. So one of his most frequent commands is window open, window open. Um, when teaching ASL, you'll see a lot of people wanting to use the social niceties such as please or thank you. Those are things that I don't think are as much functional or as important as things like bathroom or, food items, people, or skate mans. It's nice to have pleases and thank yous, but those things aren't really needed when it comes to the actual function of getting something, which is more beneficial for the speaker, is what is it that they're actually seeking. Um, when I talk about ASL, it's important to remember that there are some cons. Obviously, the child will not have everybody around them knowing ASL or knowing sign language, so it can be difficult at times to get their communications across, and their communicative partners decrease because, not everybody is actually understanding what is being said. I know that through ASL that a lot of times speech will actually increase. So when you start implementing the ASL itself, it helps in increasing speech. ASL is also a form of communication that will allow for full sentences. So if the child is capable of producing those full sentences, eventually you can move up to where they're using greater words. In general, I feel that ASL or sign language is a good option for kids who have the fine and gross motor ability to communicate in that way. It allows, for them to be able to share their wants and needs and get those needs met. It's important to remember that, speech is how we demonstrate what we want, and through teaching ASL or other forms of speech, we can see a decrease in disruptive behaviors or behaviors that are problematic because it can express those wants and needs. I hope this was beneficial, and I hope you guys all have a good day. Thank you.